Think about this for a second. If you were given just one chance to go back in time, what would you do? Would you fix a mistake? Say something you never got to say? Or maybe you just want to see how life would look if one small moment had gone differently. The idea of time travel shows up everywhere. Movies, books, late night thoughts, when everything is quiet. Almost everyone has imagined it at some point. But today, we're not talking about imagination. The real question is this: is time travel just a story we tell ourselves? Or does science actually take it seriously? In this video, we're going to look at time travel the simple way. No sci-fi hype. No exaggerated claims. Just logic, real science, and what we actually know so far. So, what is time travel? In simple terms, it means moving outside the normal flow of time to the past or the future. All of us are already traveling through time, but only in one direction. Forward. Every second that passes, we move a little further into the future. The real question is, can we control that movement? Can time be slowed down, sped up, or even reversed? According to science and theory, there are three main ways time travel is usually discussed. Let's start with the one that's surprisingly real. First, forward time travel, or traveling to the future. This is the type of time travel that science considers the most realistic. Albert Einstein's groundbreaking theory of relativity tells us that time doesn't move at the same speed. For everyone, if something moves extremely fast, or gets close to very strong gravity, time slows down for it. This mind-bending effect is called time dilation. For example, imagine an astronaut travels through space at an incredibly high speed and then returns to Earth. For them, maybe only a few days or months have passed. But back on Earth, years, maybe even decades, could have gone by. This isn't science fiction. It has been tested and confirmed. In fact, the GPS satellites orbiting our planet have to constantly account for time dilation. Their clocks run slightly faster in orbit than our clocks on the ground. Without these corrections, modern navigation systems would be off by several miles every single day. So, traveling into the future in a limited and controlled way is already happening according to science. Now for the second type, backward time travel, or going into the past. This is where things get really complicated. Traveling to the past means going back to events that have already happened, and possibly even changing them. This creates some serious logical problems. The most famous one is the grandfather paradox. It goes like this: if you go back in time and prevent your grandfather from ever having children, then you would never be born. But if you were never born, who went back in time in the first place? It's a loop that doesn't make sense. Paradoxes like this suggest that changing the past might be impossible, or that the universe has built-in rules that simply don't allow it. This leads us to our third idea: alternate timelines in the multiverse. Some theories suggest a different solution to the paradox problem. Instead of changing your original past, going back in time might create a brand new timeline. In this idea, your original timeline stays exactly the same, but a new version of reality branches off from the moment you arrived. This concept is famously known as the multiverse theory. According to it, every major decision could lead to a different universe being created. The math behind this idea can work, but so far, we have absolutely no experimental proof. It remains a fascinating but unproven theory. So, what scientific theories actually connect to time travel? It all starts with Einstein's general relativity. Einstein showed us that time and space are not separate things. They are woven together into a single, four-dimensional structure called space. He also showed that massive objects, like stars and planets, can bend and warp this space. The stronger the gravity, the more space-time is bent. And this bending doesn't just affect space, it affects time itself. This is the very foundation that makes time dilation possible. This idea of bent space-time also led to the concept of wormholes. A wormhole is a theoretical shortcut through space-time, connecting to distant points like a tunnel. Think of it like folding a piece of paper in half and punching a pencil through both sides. Instead of traveling all the way across the paper, you just go straight through the hole. In theory, a stable wormhole could allow for time travel. One end of the wormhole could be moved around at near light speed, causing its time to slow down relative to the other end. Step into one end, and you might come out the other at a different point in time. The problem is stability. to keep a wormhole open. Scientists believe we would need something called exotic, mysterious substance with negative mass that we've never actually observed in reality. Then there are black holes. Near a black hole, gravity is so incredibly strong that time slows down dramatically. If you could hover safely near the edge of a black hole and then return, you would find that much more time had passed for everyone else. From the outside, time near a black hole almost seems to stop completely. However, actually entering a black hole is a one-way trip. Nothing we know of could survive the extreme conditions inside, let alone use it for a journey through time. So, let's bring it all together. Is time travel logical? Forward time travel is logical and is already supported by real experiments with fast-moving particles and atomic clocks. It's a proven fact of our universe. Backward time travel, on the other hand, creates paradoxes and appears to break the fundamental law of causality, where cause must always come before effect. Because of this, most scientists believe that traveling to the past, especially to change it, is either physically impossible or forbidden by the laws of the universe. This raises a final, more human question. Why are we so obsessed with the idea of time travel? At its core, it's not really about time. It's about our deepest emotions: regret, curiosity, and hope. We want to fix the past, to undo our mistakes. We want to peek into the future, to know what's coming. But maybe the fact that time only moves forward is what gives our choices meaning. If we could undo everything, if there were no permanent consequences, then nothing would truly matter. Every decision we make, every action we take, becomes a permanent part of our story. Maybe we will never walk back into the past. Maybe seeing the future will always remain out of reach. But one thing is clear. Time is not just the ticking of a clock. It is the record of every choice we make, every mistake, and every moment that shapes who we are. And perhaps the most powerful form of time travel isn't changing yesterday or escaping to tomorrow, but learning how to live today better than we did before. If this video made you pause and think, then it did its job. Thanks for watching. We'll meet again with another question, another story, and another truth worth exploring. Don't forget to like and subscribe.